Good afternoon and welcome to Rogers as we get ready for high school hockey. Today, the Spuds taking on the Royals. It's an intersectional battle, strong with the Section 5 team, Rogers, also in their section this year. As we take a look at their possible opponents for upcoming playoff action, Maple Grove is probably considered the favorite. Centennial is also involved. And right now, coming into today's game, Rogers is the 10th ranked team in the state of Minnesota. For the Spuds, out of Section 8, right now they would be seeded number 1, but you've got to take a look at the rest of the section and find out that Roseau is right behind and ready to go. And we won't be surprised to see some kind of an upset along the way from teams like Brainerd or from St. Michael Albertville, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes out. We're still a couple of weeks away, but everybody's gearing up for that playoff run as we get into the month of February, eventually into state tournament time in March. The Spuds coming into today's game, the 8th ranked team in the state of Minnesota, 15 wins, 5 losses, and a tie. They have won or have not lost in 11 straight games. They were 4-5 at one point before entering the Christmas holiday, and then have reeled off consecutive wins and a tie in their last outing on the road at Warroad. It's been a week since the Spuds played, and when we listen to John Ammerman in a moment, we'll find out more about how the Spuds have coped with that extra time. Meanwhile, Rogers coming into today's game with 15 wins, 6 losses, and a tie, and as we mentioned, the 10th ranked team. Rogers is a team not only for the now, but for the future, with a load of juniors and sophomores making up their entire roster. We'll see how that copes today with the Spuds, who are somewhat heavy in the senior department. We'll be back and visit with John Ammerman after this timeout. Well, let's take a look at how these two teams match up for this afternoon's contest. First for Rogers under head coach Dave Brown, 15 wins, 6 losses, and a tie. Moorhead has 15 wins, 5 losses, and a tie. And they have not been beaten in their last 12 games. Rogers coming in, the goaltender Cade Chapman, 90% saves, 2.73 goals against, and he has been involved in every decision of the hockey season. He comes in with 15 wins, 6 losses, and a tie. Leading scorer for Rogers is Sam Ronaldo at 21 goals and 29 assists. Right now, as we've been handed the numbers, he anchors Dawson Jensen and Drew Kreckelberg. We'll see how they match up against the Spuds top line of Gavin Lindberg with Carson Triggs and Harper Bentz. Coming into today's game, Gavin Lindberg has 15 goals and 34 assists. That's at 49 points on the season. Harper Bentz has 48 points at 26 goals and 22 assists. And Carson Triggs, who rounds things out that front line, 15 goals and 22 assists coming into play today. Spuds strong in net with Kai Weigel, 2.66 goals against, 88% saves on the season, and he has a record of 13 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Kai Weigel in goal today for Moorhead. Defensively, the Spuds are strong with Andrew Searles, Joe Grammer, backed up by Joe Schiller and Colby Creer, and then rotating a fifth one. First one will be Dalton Songstead, and when we get to the third period, Colin Baumgartner will also have a chance to get on the ice. Teams have made their appearance. Before we send it back for this announcement, we want to remind you that earlier today, the Spuds Junior Varsity skated a closely played game. It was 3-3 late, and the Spuds got the last 3 goals of the contest and came away with the win. Junior Varsity score Moorhead 6 and Rogers 3. As we look out onto the ice, we stand now and we'll return with the start of today's game after this timeout.
Fair play, good sportsmanship from players and coaches. We ask that the spectators promote the ideas of good sportsmanship, fair play, respect for their opponents and officials. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Moorhead, in goal, number 31, Kai Weigel. On defense, number 8, Andrew Searles. On the other defense, number 23, Joe Grammer. On wing, number 16, Carson Triggs. On the other wing, number 19, Harper Bentz. Serving at center, number 3, Gavin Lindberg. Head coach for the Spuds, John Atman. Assisted by Tony Kuppa, Eric Thompson,
white with royal blue on the pant and on the numbers and on the trim, while the Spuds are in their traveling blacks with orange and white on their numbers and trim. Promises to be an exciting afternoon of the two of the top teams in the state of Minnesota. Moorhead number 8, Rogers number 10. Both are working on winning streaks coming in and are ready for play here today with Rogers out of Section 5. We mentioned the play of Maple Grove is involved, Centennial is involved, Andover is out of Section 7, but is a common opponent on the schedule. The Spuds, of course, out of Section 8. Traditionally, that championship will be determined between Moorhead and Roseau, but don't factor out a couple of other schools on a given night. It may determine who goes on to state tournament play. And a quick reminder, Moorhead girls hockey is in action Monday. It's a game that has been added to the schedule. You may not find it right away, but it's on the calendar after the visitation team could not make the trip on Saturday today. The game with Crookston, they have been able to work things out. So it's Moorhead and Crookston at the youth rink coming up on Monday. We are underway here as Rogers brings it in on the near side. Matt Lohman works his way in. He shoots, and it's blocked away by Kai Weigel. Back into the near corner, and the squirt out off to the far side. Mooring it in. Harper Bentz, he gets on a speed shot. He walks his way, and he shoots, and is left out to cold. And the play comes into the net. It's upended, and that stops play. So a quick start by both teams. Rogers getting a good look in on Kai Weigel to have his shot blocked away. And back up ice, the Spuds in a hurry off the play of Harper Bentz. He had a move right down low. It carried deep and into the net and upended there to stop play, and that's where we are now with the faceoff coming outside. And Gavin Lindberg will stand in for Moorhead. He'll face off with Carson Melquist. As we settle in right in front of the Rogers bench, Melquist steadying himself. Gavin Lindberg is ready to go. A check of the wings, and the puck is down, and we're underway. To the near side, it comes up all the way to the wall. Deflected back down low, carried down deep into the corner. Spuds giving chase. Melquist is there for Rogers. He drops it off to Ty Fredrickson, and from there it comes back now to the near wall. Out of the corner, played up near the point, sent in and around all the way to the far side. Harper Bentz comes in to protect the wall and then kick it out, and the Spuds have it one-on-one. It turns into a one-on-two. Here's a wind-up and a shot by Triggs. That's wide. Bouncing out of the corner up along the near wall. Play continues on. Gavin Lindberg will have a chance to check out as he goes to side ice. Back now into the near corner. Spuds along the wall, working it out near the point. Here's the look in by Joe Schiller, and it goes to the corner where it's picked up and controlled by Chase Cheslock. The defenseman for Rogers sends it up, and it's deflected down. Spuds have to regroup from behind. Joe Corton had it poked away. He tried to reach back for it, poked away again, and into the offensive zone. The Royals take it down and up against the wall where it's controlled by Sam Ronaldo. Rather, that was Drew Kreckelberg. And so with that, it goes down. And again, the net has come away. So some aggressive attacking of the net here early on has brought a couple of stoppages in play. No scoring has occurred, 15-27, so we're just a minute and a half in. Joe Corton will stand in and face off with Kreckelberg. Deep behind the net, comes tipped back near side. Moorhead trying to work their way out of their zone. They go rink wide with it. It's tapped down. And Parker Gass tried to play it out of midair. But they're calling icing. And that brings the play back into the Moorhead zone. Near side of goaltender Kai Weigel. We do not have a shots chart here today, something that we like to keep track of in most instances, but we'll keep track of the score. That's the more important part. As it's dropped now on the near side of Weigel to the corner. Spinning behind the net, the play there goes lifted up. Off the boards, Bentz out to the point, kept in. Rogers sending it all the way down, rolling it back near corner. And from along the wall, they take a look up on top, and from there, Searles pulls it away from Moorhead and sends it around. can't clear the zone, and it's turned back in. A shot that got wobbled slow, and off to the side it's played. Back now on the near side on a long pass out of the zone. This one comes off to the stick side. And another icing pass, this one by Moorhead, brings play back into the Spud zone, and that gives Moorhead a chance to come up with a line change here as well. So for this face-off, defensively it'll be Joe Schiller and Colby Creer. Gavin Lindbergh stands in along with Harper Benson, Carson Triggs, and the puck is down. Stick handles it, but then drops it back, and Creer feeds it near side for Schiller. He's pounded into the boards hard. Puck comes loose, and it comes rolling out to center, dished off to the far right side, and the return ends up with Lindbergh. Moorhead ends up in the Rogers bench. You can hear how close we are to the Rogers fans. Here's Gavin Lindbergh turning the play around, and it comes all the way near side and out at center ice where it's played back into the zone. Down deep into the corner for Trent Plouffe. Tipped away, bounced high up into the air. The Royals are there to pick it up as Chase Cheslock works it behind, and then it comes back out. Spuds have it. They're on the attack now as they look out at the point. Here's a shot sent all the way down. Triggs picks it up in the corner. Off to Bentz. He slides his way around and does a 360 move, and it's turned away. Comes back out, and at the point, the Spuds are able to keep it in and protect down deep into the corner. Here's a turn and a look by Triggs, but it got bounced away, and the Spuds bringing on Joe Corton. He'll go down low and play behind the net along with Bentz. It goes back and forth and back down to the near corner. We have 13:31 remaining here in the opening period. Long pass goes down low. Spuds changing as they have a chance, and it is lifted up and goes out of play right into the Rogers bench area. Well, when we got here this afternoon, we were warned early on that this would be a full house, and it is exactly that. From side to side, there is not a seat available. Parker Gast on the far wing. Aaron Ryerson on the near side. Joe Corton handles the faceoff for Moorhead as he steps in against Sam Rinaldo. Moorhead controls, and it comes near side. Good forecheck right away to slow play down and turn it over. Dish down behind the net. Spuds played back again. Now the Royals have it momentarily, and then behind the corner it goes. Corton slips it off to the far side with a kick move. It's brought back down by Moorhead as they try to clear it out of the zone. They bring it out to center ice. The rush into the zone as they hook Ryerson up on top waiting, but he can't get to the puck, and it plays back into the corner. On the return, it is thrown out of the zone. This one comes all the way up and all the way down. There'll be no icing on this play as it continues on now to the right side with the far side with Joe Grammer. Play along the near wall and out, but not all the way out. And play turned around by the Royals as they are cutting things off at the pass. Andrew Searles puts a stick on it, trying to feed it off for Schrader. Tipped away loose, and it comes back out now on the near side. Here's the look in. And from there, Carson Udi slips it back out to the near side, and play continues for the Royals with 12:12 to go in the opening period. Both teams have had scoring opportunities, but nothing up on the board to this point. As the Spuds drop it in low, Ryerson heads out. They'll complete their change. Back along the near side. Weigel returning to the goal mouth as he settles in and waits. Play out of the near wall, comes rolling out to center ice. Spuds put a stick on it. Chase Cheslock also putting a stick on it, tipping it away. Spuds recover and send it down low. Looking up on top, here's the look in by Wyatt Tweet, and it's deflected all the way out to center. Spuds pick it up there, and they'll bring it up in a hurry. And it's mismatched, however, as Gavin Lindbergh takes it all the way down. From behind the net, centers it up on top, and here's Joe Schiller. Turns, looks, shoots, blocked away. Nice save, nice defensive play before it's swept away by Matt Lohman of Rogers, and play continues on, and a whistle has stopped play with 11:18 to go. Quickly paced first period of play as both teams settling in against each other to see what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and what they can do, and it comes out just outside the Rogers blue line for the faceoff. Gavin Lindbergh stands in. He faces off with Hogan Sinjum. Drawn back to the point. Moorhead there to pick it up, turn it around, play it off of a far wall. And again, Rogers is heavy on the puck as they tie it up against the boards before it's tipped away, but the Royals come up with it, and it's brought back near side. Pass there, deflected, all the way down, steered back out by Weigel to the near side. Out to center ice, Moorhead trying to set up an attack, and it's deflected away. Here's the return. Up high in the slot, Spud's putting a stick on it as Gavin Lindbergh plays it off to the near side. Out at center ice, waiting. Play controlled by Rogers. Here's the turnaround on the walk-up by Carson Melquist. He throws it in deep. Rogers in the midst of a line change as it goes deep into the corner there for Sam Ronaldo. His shot just missed. Rebound up on top, and here comes Joe Corton, or rather that play in by Parker Gast. He takes a big hit. Play continues on, and here come the Royals. It's 3-on-2 as they enter in. Walking his way down low, a shot blocked, so he scores! And the Royals take a 1-0 lead. .6:51, the time of the goal. The puck got turned over in the Royals zone and played through center ice. It set up a 2-on-1 opportunity, and it's 1-0 Rogers. Sam Ronaldo. Melquist getting the assist. Ronaldo with that goal, his 22nd of the season, and he leads the Royals in that department. Play returns. Up ice. Corton on his knees has to crawl back up. Spuds taking a look. Have it poked away. And on the recovery, here's Mikan Miller. Looking up ice. Miller then carries it up and sends it off to the far side where it's thrown in. The return bounced behind the net. Moorhead on the rebound, coming back up, a rink-wide pass. Trent Plouffe catches up to it as he goes deep into the far corner. Play continues on as Plouffe is double-teamed. Cody Martinson enters in for Moorhead along with Thomas Schrader. Play comes up on top, and it's deflected in traffic and high up into the air, where it is gloved away by Cade Chapman. Chapman with a 2.73 goals against at 90%. Solid in that. He has played every minute. Face off to the far side of Chapman. Play Wyatt Tweed and along. So they just not allowed. Sam hard off the board. Long pass. And be play. Here's a play, and it was Moorhead, the Spuds. Draws it back out. Ian Ness. Fired, but he picks up. Rolls will have. And pushing the game. Eight, 4 on. Price with and pass. Searles, here's the out. Circling out of the point. That's for sure. The linesman and the referee will be busy watching each move as two equally matched hockey teams battle out here tonight, this afternoon in Rogers. Joe Corton draws it back, played Joe Grammer, carries it behind the net. He stops short and then feeds it off onto the near side. Moorhead on the bring out. Here's Carson Triggs on his way and he walks away. He shoots! He scores! The Spuds have come back to tie it. Skating 4-on-4, Carson Triggs. He rattled the pipes and knocked it good. And for Carson Triggs, his 16th. And still will be in special teams that'll continue to play at 4-on-4. 11:25, the time of the game tire. Carson Triggs, and it's 1-1. Turning it around, and now Rogers goes to the power play as they bring back up at center ice. Re-entering was Chase Cheslock, and the Spuds clear it out of the zone. We'll finish up that scoring line in a moment as we run our way down. Penalty time has expired on the Moorhead penalty. Spuds are at full strength. And play continues down up on top. And here comes Harper Bentz. It's 2-on-1. It is Carson Triggs, and he carried it deep. He was ready to unload. Joe Schiller, Joe Grammer assisting on Carson Triggs' goal. We're tied at 1. 4:36 now showing. Spuds bring it back into the zone. Up on top, here's Gavin Lindberg. Off to the far side, it bounced behind and out to center ice, forcing Lindberg to track it down. Turned around and sent in deep to the near side. Moorhead completing their change with 4:19. remaining, first period. Up at the blue line, turned around, sent in deep by Parker Gast. Down deep into the corner it plays and back out. It comes to center ice, turned around and sent in by Colby Creer. Down deep and on the near side, Mike and Miller for Rogers. Plays it out, but not out to the zone, and it's turned around by Aaron Ryerson. And the Spuds track it down in the near corner. Inside of 4 minutes to go in the opening period, tied at 1. Out of the far corner, here come the Royals. A long pass on the stick of Peyton Struck. Knocked away loose. Collision on the far side. Hard-hitting, fast-paced hockey action here this afternoon in Rogers as the Spuds go behind with Aaron Ryerson. He's bumped off the play, then recovers and tracks it down and feeds it behind for Joe Corton. He's trying to center it. He got tied up and the play comes rolling out. Spuds put a player on and a long shot sent in but wide. Out of the near corner. Moorhead completing their change. Rogers completing their change as it comes all the way up. And as it clears the end line, it'll come all the way back into the Rogers zone on that icing call. And the face-off will be to the near stick side of Cade Chapman. 1-1. Sam Rinaldo for Rogers. Carson Triggs for Moorhead. Off the near corner, the play comes down. Dished away loose, and it's poked in right on goal, but a very alert Cade Chapman hauls it in and puts it up against his chest, and with the glove hangs on tight. Back in the draw. The play is drawn to the outer edge, turned around and sent deep by Wyatt Tweet. Now Moorhead setting it up on top, and the puck is deflected and poked away. That sets up a rush to the far side, but reaching in, Dalton Songstad got a skate on it and deflected it away, and the Spuds end up with it. Here's a pass off, and the Spuds tracking it down. Tweet winds up to shoot, and it's blocked away. Rebound, blocked away. Play continues on. Joe Schiller on the far side. And lost it, and it rolls out to center ice with the Spuds touch up. Near side for Joe Grammer. Circling around at his own blue line before sending it rink wide. Gavin Lindbergh brings it in. Cycles down low, comes behind the net, turns, shoots, it's blocked away. And I think the net may have come away somewhere along the way. There was contact with the net, and that stops play with 2:20 remaining. And so far, we have not been disappointed in what we have seen on the ice so far. Carson Triggs will handle it. Gavin Lindbergh, Triggs on one side, Lindbergh will handle the faceoff. And some further attention being given to the mountings of the net into the ice. Harper Bentz on the near side for the Moorhead faceoff. Drawn out near the point. Dished back in, and from behind, Hogan Sinjum sends it out. Goes rink wide. Here come the Royals. A centering pass got deflected away, and Weigel came out to put a stick on it and send it out to center. Rolling it down low, Gavin Lindbergh muscles his way in and takes it. Loose now in the corner, bothered by Sinjum. The Spuds put a stick on it as Carson Triggs poked it away. Up on top it goes. A shot hit the pipe. Harper Bentz was right there. You could hear the clank, but it kicked out. And play continues to the near corner. Up on top waiting, Joe Schiller sends it deep. Colby Creer picks up the loose puck and throws it behind the net. From there, the battle continues on off to the far side. Lifted up and out. It comes all the way down, and that'll bring a whistle and a stop in play on the icing pass. 1:22 remaining in the opening period. As the last couple of minutes have transpired, Moorhead seems to have gained some importance with owning the offensive zone. And the faceoff comes to the far left side of Cade Chapman. Drawn out, Spuds pursuing it, and a nice job of recovering it by Aaron Ryerson, throwing it down deep into the corner, plays back down near side. Ryerson out to the point. Cyril sends it in. It's blocked and deflected up and away. That was on its way to the corner, but somebody got a shoulder on it. And the Spuds again come up with the intercept on the far side by Corton. The shot, loading it down on top, and it gets bounced away. Spuds come up with the recovery. Turning it around, it's set in. Here's the recovery by Sam Ronaldo. He turns and sends it all the way down and throws it in deep. It comes back down near side. In pursuit, it brings our clock inside of 40 seconds here in the opening period. As the play goes against the boards behind the net and back to the near corner. He'll try it again. This one is lifted up and away. Mike and Miller's shot there played still behind the net with 25 seconds to go, and Joe Corton of Moorhead comes up with it. He pounds it off the boards but can't clear the zone. Finally, it's lifted out, and it comes rink wide, but a quick return on the near side by Matt Lohman, and it comes in and thrown on goal, steered away, backhand attempt. Nice defensive job by Joe Schiller to prevent the move, and it goes all the way out. We're going to run this one down to the locker room, but not before we have a stop of play just in front of the Moorhead bench. The puck ended up in the bench area, and so with that, last minute adjustment here. Face-off looks to be off to the far side. That is the stick side then of Kai Weigel. As we circle around and wait, the officials are meeting. There was some talk of whether that was deflected, which would have changed the position of the face-off, but 1.1 second now showing. Moorhead making some late adjustments. And the arm goes down, declaring play ready. Trent Palouf stands in. Gavin Lindbergh stands in. Another readjustment in the face-off circle was drawn, and as the play comes in towards goal, the horn sounds, and we put one very good period of hockey into the books. As the teams head off the ice after one, here in Rogers, it's Moorhead 1 and the Royals 1.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Game, and we saw that this first period was no different as Rogers came out of the gate in a hurry, had early domination and control of the offensive zone, and scored and led it 1-0. Moorhead slowly but surely got their skates on and came back out and worked their way. After another 5 minutes of play, Carson Trigg scooted his way in. There was nothing slow about the way he approached the game, and Carson Triggs made it 1-1 at the 11:25 mark. Joe Schiller and Joe Kramer assisting on that Moorhead goal. A little bit of a correction in the goalie numbers. Cade Chapman faced 8 Moorhead shots and recorded 7 saves, while Kai Weigel at the other end, he was tested throughout, and he came up with some tough saves and some tough-looking shots sent on by Rogers. 4 that counted as shots on goal, 3 then saves for Kai Weigel. Teams are making their way back out and getting ready. Spuds return to action again Tuesday when they travel to Bemidji to take on the Lumberjacks, and we're getting to the point now where the schedule is featuring section teams, except for the very last game of the year when Moorhead will play Hill Murray. That's become a traditional game to finish up the regular season, and I think both Hill Murray and Moorhead like the way that rivalry has been conducted and is played. And that gives everybody a little bit of an idea of what they might be able to do as they head into XL Energy Center for state tournament play. Well, Rogers is set and ready. They have finished their warm-ups along the far side around Dave Brown, and they will attack right to left here in the second period, as already Kai Weigel has settled in and watching his teammates finish their warm-ups. They are leaving the ice now and settling in on the far area Tony Kunka giving some directions. He's got a play call that is going to be implemented, I'm guessing, at some point along the way. And with the whistle blowing, Moorhead and Rogers will resume play in Rogers here this afternoon. Well, in the college hockey score in the Concordia women, forced into overtime and a shootout. It ended in a 1-1 tie. Moorhead going left to right. Gavin Lindbergh standing in. It's drawn back and the Spuds have it. Double teamed for a brief moment, but he escapes and sends it ahead for Carson Triggs. He's worked off the play by Chase Cheslock, and play comes to the near corner. Moorhead still in control with it as they work it out of the corner and up along the boards, then back into the corner and off to the far side where Trent Palouf has it for a moment, and a rink-wide pass brings it all the way out to center. Bounced off the wall. Gavin Lindbergh catches up to it. He overskated the play, and it's picked off by Rogers. And on the return, it goes all the way into the zone. Backhanding his way down, Matt Lohman is worked into the corner, and from there the puck squirts loose, comes all the way near side. Up along the wall, just underway, second period, tied at 1. Moorhead with some good pursuit behind the net by, Joe Grammer to steal it away. And it ends up on the far wall and play from there. Moorhead again putting a stick on it. That time again it is Joe Grammer that forced the shot up and away. And a glove save made by Kai Weigel. Face-off will be to the glove side on the far side of Kai Weigel. Both teams making changes here before they resume play. Carson Melquist will handle the face-off for Rogers. Joe Corton from Moorhead, and it goes behind the net. As it rolls out to center ice. Moorhead a little tap pass ahead for Aaron Ryerson. Working it back out to center. Here's a 2-on-2 break. Backhand pass down low, steered away nicely by Joe Schiller. Got back into the angle, got back into the lane, and tipped it away. Rake wide it goes, and the Royals are there to pick it up again. And a backhand pass in for Andre Swenson. Down deep in the near corner he goes. He's tied up and bottled by the Spuds. Sam Rinaldo comes in to help out for Rogers. It's carried up on top and returned near side. Mike and Miller sends one into traffic, and it's bounced into the far corner. Andre Swenson tries to steer it loose and bring it back near side for Peyton Struck. From there it's sent off to the far side. Moorhead in heavy pursuit. Ryerson got there, forced the play behind him, and here comes the play offside. Just did make it offside. The outlet pass right in front of the Rogers bench, and by the time it got turned around, they had come in offside, and that stops play. Just underway, second period, game tied at 1. As they cycle around and settle in. Drew Kreckelberg will handle the face-off for Rogers, and he stands in against Ian Ness. And the play is down. Ness had it. Then it's reached in. Tweet. And Moorhead out of their own end looks up ice. Nice pass from Schrader ahead to Ness, and it comes right back out to center ice. Moorhead touching up on the play, bringing it back in. Here's Joe Grammer. Down low it goes. Rebound goes all the way up on top. Tip deep into the corner. Here's a turn on a shot through the crease and all the way back near side. And from there it comes up against the wall. Through the zone. Solid. down. So back in the faceoff. Forces it back to the near corner. Parker Gass tracking it down along the wall. Here's a return up on top for Courtnett. Got away and Searles picks it up. Taps it down low. From there, intercepted and pulled away by the Royals. Long pass out of the zone. It got turned around and a long rejection shot all the way down. Steered away by Weigel. 1-1 we play. Into the near corner and along the wall. Up against and works its way loose to the far side. A quick shot from the point. Loose puck picked up by Peyton, struck, and it comes out to center. Turned around by the Royals. From behind the net, Weigel gives it off, and Joe Grammer takes a look. Spuds with a long pass up. Just off the stick in the set. Down behind by Jaden Newman. And the Royals turn it around and come back up ice. And at center ice, the Spuds get a stick on it. Force the turnover. Play goes behind the net. Ian Ness is tumbled over. Play continues to the corner and up against the near wall. And from there, Carson Udi sends it up. They're going to wave it off. There was a contact along the play and along the way, and so the play goes down to the far side. Moorhead working their way out of the zone. To center. Schrader got underneath it, sent it all the way down. Moorhead completing their change. To the far side, it's tapped deeper into the corner before it's pulled away. The Royals turn it around and head up near side with Carson Udi. All the way up. Moorhead goes down to pick it up and play it. Outlet pass was long and hard and intercepted, taken back by Trent Palouf. And then the long pass in, icing called on Rogers. That brings our clock to the 10:20 mark. 1-1 we play here, no scoring in the second period. Gavin Lindbergh stands in. He is waved out. Carl Rogers' player is waved out. And now with the play underway, it comes rolling along the wall. Spuds are tracking it down. And it comes rolling back out. Brought into the zone by the Spuds, taken away by Rogers. Nice outlet pass. This one got deflected. And a bouncing puck all the way down to the far corner. And from there, Joe Grammer comes in to help out. Up on top, the Spuds were waiting for it. That was a defensive gem there. It's 2-on-2. On the way in, goes down deep into the corner. The Spuds tracking it. And it bounces free and up to center ice it comes where Joe Grammer catches up to it. He stick handles his way to the far side where the winger, Carson Triggs, throws it in and throws it deep. Played off to the far side. Brought back out, Moorhead turning it around. Throwing it right in against one of the officials, and play continues on. The Spuds had been able to touch up on it when the play was stalled in the official. All the way back up ice, and a quick change now for the Royals as the Spuds come deep and in a hurry. Out of the near corner, walking his way along the wall, looking up on top, but nothing open there. And the play continues as it rolls out to center ice, and the Spuds' Joe Corton got underneath it briefly to slow it down, but couldn't recover, and it's claimed then by Hogan Sinjum. Long toss back near side. 8:55 to go. 1-1 hockey game we play as it comes, or it goes off to the far side, and Moorhead there to pick it up, throwing it to the blue line, tapped in by Aaron Ryerson. From behind the net, Joe Corton. He got stood up, and play goes deep into the corner. The Spuds turning it around up on top. Here's a walk up the slot near side for Aaron Ryerson. Turns, looks, shoots. He put it up. He put it in. Aaron Ryerson carried it all the way around the circle and wristed one in, just getting it past Cade Chapman. And the Spuds have taken the lead at 2-1. That was a bad angle shot, and somehow it deflected off Cade Chapman. And Aaron Ryerson with his 12th goal of the season. 8:30, halfway through the second period. Aaron Ryerson gives the Spuds a 2-1 lead. All the way down and off to the far side. The return as they try to slam that one in. And protecting his goaltender, and of course that's an exceptional move because it also inspires the other team to be involved. And quickly, everybody backed away. The officials stood in the way. And when it's all said and done, the play will come outside the zone. An explanation given to Dave Brown. We'll wait for the scoring, but Aaron Ryerson has given the Spuds the lead with his 12th of the season. Ronaldo stands in for Rogers. Ian Ness for Moorhead. And the puck is down, drawn back near side. Here's a quick release and sent all the way to the far corner. Andrew Searles catching up to it. There's a centering pass. There's nobody there. And a race up into the zone. Cody Martinson assisting. That's his 4th assist of the year on that Aaron Ryerson goal. And Moorhead leads it 2-1. Here's the return by Sam Ronaldo. Walks his way in, shoots it on the way. It goes all the way up and top. Wind up in a shot, and it's blocked away. Rebound is blocked away. Scramble for it, steered off to the side by Searles. To Ronaldo behind. This shot goes lifted up and away. Back it plays to Joe Grammer. Into the near corner, picked up by Matt Lomad. And he struggles with it there for a moment as the Spuds double team. Pass out to the point. Walking his way down low, shot blocked off to the side by Weigel. Play continues on as the Spuds have grabbed a 2-1 advantage. And as the outlet pass comes up ice and clears the end line, icing is called. Well, that last goal that Moorhead scored seemed to inspire Rogers. They have been owning the puck since that time in the offensive zone. And so far, Kai Weigel in the defense in some fortunate plays, of course, but also in some heads-up play along the way, keeping the game at 2-1. Out to the point, intercepted. Moorhead on the reach, it comes in and it comes all the way down. That'll be icing. He was trying to hook up with Harper Bentz, breaking into the zone, but it was simply lifted too shallow and too hard, and nobody could catch up to it. And so play comes back into the Moorhead zone. Inside of 7 minutes to go. Reminder, Sam Walston joins us during our second intermission. Gavin Lindbergh draws it to the corner. Picked up by the Spuds and it's sent rink wide, brought in by Carson Triggs. All the way down, his shot goes all the way to the near wall, and it's played back to the corner. Triggs tracking it down, had it pulled away. Here comes the Royals and a long pass out. Joe Schiller in pursuit along with Matt Lohman. Lohman gives way to Drew Kreckelberg. Play comes out to the near side. And it comes loose briefly. Picked up at the point, worked it way back out to center. Rogers touching up, and here come the Spuds on the return. Along the near side for Harper Bentz. Down deep into the corner, Bentz goes behind. given away to Odin Eliasson. And the Spuds reach in and pull it back. Here's a centering pass attempt. That got blocked right into the glove of Cade Chapman. And that stops play now with 5:51 remaining. Joe Corton stands in for Moorhead. He'll face off with Dawson Jensen of Rogers. Drawn to the base of the wall behind the net. Moorhead tracks it down, outlet pass, deflected up into the air. It's 2-on-1. Here's a wraparound try. Parker Gast. He moved in nicely, but the play got deflected. And the loose puck comes all the way back up ice. Aaron Ryerson steers it out to the side. He sets up a one-on-one. Wind up and a shot is blocked away. Rebound comes out to the near side. Play continues along the wall and down deep into the corner as the Royals take over. On the way out of the zone, the Spuds put a stick on it and steer it back into the corner. Aaron Ryerson wanted a centering pass, but it got deflected out near the point, and here come the Royals. Andre Swenson brings it in. Deflected away from him and out to center. The Spuds putting a stick on it. Deflected off to the far side where Andrew Searles then brings it into the zone. Spuds making a quick change as the play goes behind the net. Aaron Ryerson of Moorhead teaming up against Trent Palouf, and here comes a shot out, blocked away up on top, recovered by Chase Cheslock. Out to center ice, picked up by Andre Swenson. Long play down into the corner, spinning it behind the net. It comes back near side, 4.5 minutes remaining. Second period play this afternoon in Rogers. Moorhead has taken a 2-1 advantage. Long pass brought rink wide, bounces it out. Schrader comes up with it, kicks it ahead, stick handles his way, got turned around at the blue line. Sam Ronaldo picks it up and brings it in. He carries it all the way down, all the way around. Wants to work it up on top, and the Spuds get a stick on it. Send it out to center. We've got a race for it there, and the Spuds get there. Here is Wyatt Tweet, and his shot got deflected out of the zone. The Royals come up with it, carrying it wide and sending in a shot. And that stops play on the save by Kai Weigel. Well, you can just feel the intensity building here for the conclusion of this one. 1-0 early for Rogers, 1-1 at the end of one. Moorhead now leading at 2-1, and we're inside 4 minutes to play. Gavin Lindbergh. The officials, after a short visit, one with the other, look up the puck. Play comes back out to the near side, and a second shot blocked away by Weigel. Shots on goal, I got a feeling, are heavily favoring Rogers here in the second period. Out to the far side and deep into the corner. A collision there, tied up with Joe Grammer, reached in. He's working against Ty Fredrickson, and the puck comes free. The Spuds have an opportunity here. Here comes Harper Benz, carries it down low. He shoots, he scores! Harper Benz carried it in low, and the Spuds have made it a 3-1 hockey game. Harper Benz, his 27th of the year. Picking it off at center ice and scooting ahead at the blue line with a half-step lead on the play. Was able to muscle it in. 13:39. Time of the goal. And for Benz, his 27th. Well, we've got here again a long and extended, well, I guess they're taking care of some things. The collision that resulted in the goal has caused a visit with the official in the goal of netminder Cade Chapman. And I suspect with that heavy hit that there was some reconciling to do. And he's ready to resume play. Here's the scoring announcement. Carson Triggs getting the assist, his second point tonight. 23rd of the season in the assist department, and Moorhead leads at 3-1. 3:10 now showing. Face off on the near side of Cade Chapman. Joe Corton stands in for Moorhead. He faces off with Sam Ronaldo and play is underway. To the outer edge, dish down deep into the corner. Rolling it off to the far wall. Deflected up, but the Spuds pick it up. An interception by Joe Corton. Here's a rebound, shot and goal. And the Spuds come up with back-to-back goals. This one from Aaron Ryerson, his second of the night. And the Spuds have put up a little margin now on the Royals. It's a 3-goal margin with the score now 4-1. Aaron Ryerson, his second tonight. And the Spuds have been working on ways of getting some secondary scoring, as the term used. 14:05 the time of that goal. 25 seconds after Harper Bentz. It's Aaron Ryerson. And it's 4-1. Play back now to the near side. A hustle up ice. And it just did get past the end line for icing. Now we should be getting the scoring announcement on that Aaron Ryerson goal here in a moment. Face-off will be in the Moorhead zone. Tender Kai Weigel. And waiting for the play. Ian Ness standing in for Moorhead. And it's drawn to the outer edge and out of the zone. Joe Corton getting the goal. 9th of the year. Getting the assist, Joe Corton with the assist. Aaron Ryerson with the goal. Moorhead leads at 4-1. Back up ice here. He turns, he shoots, it's shouldered up and out of the way by Kai Weigel. Recovered by the Royals as they set up. Wyatt Tweet has been issued 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. And play continues now behind the net. 4-1 Moorhead with the lead. Rogers with the puck as Ronaldo walks his way in, trying to shoot through traffic. It's deflected back. And up on top, steered off to the side. Low it goes. And Weigel, following the play all the way in, stays with it. Puts it back into play, and Cheslak has it up on top. Wind up with a shot. That one is blocked. And steered off to the side. And the Spuds pick it up. Skating shorthanded on the way in, Gavin Lindbergh. Just as he Sinjum ends up with it, carrying it all the way to the far corner. A throw in towards goal, steered around, and the Spuds pick it off the far boards. It's one. to the near corner. We're on off to play now, and it comes back to the near side and out to center. Joe Grammer tracking it down there with 27 seconds to go in the period. On its way up to center, steered away. Brought back near side, here's the walk in, and lifted. Odin Eliasson had it tipped away. 14 seconds and counting. Backhanded pass to center ice and in. Off to the far side. The Spuds again getting stick on it and taking the play away. It goes down, and from behind the net, it brings the horn and the end of the second period. But in a very productive period for the Spuds as they score 3. And as the teams head to the locker room after 2 periods of play, it's Moorhead 4 and Rogers 1.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich,
Rogers, as we are between second and third periods, a very productive Sam Walsted period for the Spuds, getting 3 unanswered. Always nice to have that 3-goal margin heading into the third.
Very nice. You know, you get the great goal by Harper Benz on that long pass to Triggs, but it's even better when you're getting 22 on the board a couple times that period. Great pass by Corton on that second one. What an incredible.
Looking for ways of getting that second and third line involved in scoring.
And that was what we needed right there. You get them on the board with the top line to play in the way they do, I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Something we noticed, and it doesn't mean that it's exactly anywhere near reality, but speed. A lot of speed on the ice here tonight.
They have that number 5 on first line and Ronaldo. They can both just go up and down the ice with anybody. And it's one thing, this was a section game as of last year, and it's a little different. They're a tough team. Their BAMs are always very good, so they got good kids coming up, and they play tough. Even in that JV game, it was just, physical, wear them out hockey, and, Rogers has come a long way, and they're a very, very, very good team.
Talk a little bit about the junior varsity contest that saw a 3-3 game very late.
Yeah, it's one of those things we just kept kind of grinding away. We were playing pretty good. A couple things here or there that led to a goal, but that's mistakes happen. I thought we played a very good game. We tried to play our goals, to play 3 solid periods up and down, and we just kept pushing it. And I think we kind of wore them out at the end, and they were getting a little tired. And I think our legs and our speed kind of helped us there.
It seemed to be a telltale storyline for your game, your team so far, is that when the game is coming your way, you are holding the offensive zone. You control play while working the puck around.
And that's what thing we work on quite frequently in practice. We just work the puck low. Just puck possession is so big in hockey, and we've been kind of getting out of we had a couple bad habits. We come in the neutral zone and just fire it back in, but you want to hold on to the puck as much as possible. So I think defensively and offensively, we did a very good job regrouping and just controlling the puck, which was very good to see.
You've liked what you saw in that second period in varsity play. What are we looking forward to now here in the third?
I think we just keep playing solid defense. Can't forget that, that's a good skilled team on the other side when we score 3. We've got enough to win, keep them out of our own net, and we'll be fine.
That's kind of the goal, isn't it? Either score 3 or create a 3-goal.
So we always talk about it's a race to 3, and we got through that period, which was very good to see. Like I said, it was good to see 2 goals from that second line, which is very, very good.
We talk occasionally about the play of Kai Weigel, and we're talking a lot about his play here tonight, too.
He's been very good. That first goal, you have their best player, number 7. He's got 50-some points on the year. He gets behind the D, and he makes a good move and just beats him. But he's been solid after that. He could easily let that affect you, and he comes out just kind of holding his own.
That's got to inspire confidence in the rest of the team if you can count on him.
Absolutely.
Our thanks to Sam Wallstead for being with us during our second intermission. The Spuds in the locker room, the Royals in the locker room, and after 2 periods of play, it's Moorhead 4 and Rogers 1. 2 minutes.
Sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Back to Rogers. Moorhead and Rogers battling it out. Rogers had been a Section 8 team, but every couple of years there is realignment as far as teams and section assignments, and this year Rogers, of the next 2 years, this year and next, they have been assigned to Section 5, which includes teams like Maple Grove. And there will be an interesting battle out of Section 5 for the state tournament team this year. Section 7 also will have its interesting matchups with Andover at the strength, along with Grand Rapids. We're waiting to see how that all turns out, and the Spuds and the Roseau Rams factor in. Right now seem to be the number 1 and number 2 seeds as far as play is concerned. We're still a couple of weeks away, but it's still interesting, and it's fun to have a notion as to what might take place and how it might be played. Well, a quick look at the goalie numbers in that second period. Moorhead pushed 14 shots in against Cade Chapman. He came up with 11 saves, and so on the night, so far 22 shots faced, 18 saves recorded for Cade Chapman. For doing the job that you've intended. We'll see how that all plays out as we go into the third period. It's a 3-goal game. Moorhead leading it 4-1. And in this third period, Moorhead will attack the goal to our left. Meanwhile, Kai Weigel is all set and ready to go to our right side as he awaits the intentions of the Rogers Royals, and we're underway. Play goes deep into the Moorhead end. Spuds catch up to it there, cycle out of the zone and come out along the near wall and go rink wide with it. Picked up and tapped in by Harper Bentz, then taken away by the Royals, and a long pass near side. The Spuds get back in play and turn it around to center ice. It rolls free and all the way down into the zone. It's played in the corner. Scrambling and looking for it. A tight hug of the pipe by Cade Chapman as things are heading in his direction. And the play finally is knocked off the corner and out along the wall, then returned back into the corner. And a battle for it there as it comes up on top for Gavin Lindberg, but it got off his stick. Oh, it's to the far side, and from there it is played ahead. All the way down on goal, steered back out on the near side. Loose puck away. Spuds trying to set up an attack. And off the near wall and out of the corner. Played up on top. Joe Corton sends one in. Corton in pursuit to the corner. Tracks it down behind the net, and here's Sam Ronaldo. And the Royals come storming out of the zone and up to center ice and in. Steered back off to the near side by Weigel. Ryerson. Ahead it goes. Parker Gast. Down deep into the corner. And it got loose along the wall. Enough steam on it to clear the zone. Turned her on quickly. Spuds player. Gast goes down. Recovery at the blue line. Picked up by Drew Kruckelberg. And it goes to the near wall. And then sent out. Gast in pursuit. He battles Carson Udi for it. And it goes all the way down. Into the far corner. To the far left side of Rogers goaltender Cade Chapman. The Spuds in pursuit along the wall and pick it up there, and they tap it right back underneath. Schrader with it. Working it loose, down deep in the corner, Ronaldo. Knocked away from him, and the outlet pass comes all the way up, and it's gloved down. Put back into play by Wyatt Tweet. Early on, third period. Trapping one down low. Here's a windup and a shot just missed by Tweed. He had a little tap-in attempt. Back up comes Ian Ness, and it goes to Joe Grammer, and that one just misfired. Rebound all the way out to the far point. Dished into the corner, and it rings around back to the near side. All the way out to the point, but the Spuds get a stick on it to slow play down. Now it's sent rink wide by Carson Malmquist, and the Royals come storming in. A shot gloved and lifted in and caught by Kai Weigel. Heavy pursuit in on Weigel, but he was able to get the play and make the save and keep the puck away from the back of the net. And so with that, the faceoff will be to the near side. 14-12 remaining, third period. Moorhead leading 4-1. From behind the net, Colby Creer plays it out. Off to the far side, it went from Gavin Lindberg onto the stick of Harper Bentz. And from there, play comes out to the Royals. To center ice and going rink wide. Play down deep into the far side. Deflected up and away, and play comes off to the near wall. And from there, the Spud defense takes over and sets up 3-on-2. Here's Carson Triggs carrying it into the corner. He's worked off the play, and it comes back out all the way to center ice on the rush by Ty Fredrickson. He carries it down deep. Weigel plays it off, and play continues out at center ice as Gavin Lindberg drops it in. That'll give the Spuds a chance to change as play comes back out and rolls all the way down and roll the way past the end line. 13:15 remaining. Moorhead with a 4-1 lead. It was 1-1 after one. Spud scored 3 goals in the second. No scoring here in the third. Joe Corton stands in against Sam Ronaldo. Making sure everything is squared away. And the play, Corton goes down, puck is free. Spuds track it down, play it back to the near side, and it's set out. Joe Schiller in pursuit, turns it off to the far side, and from there Dalton Songstead. Turned away from him, down deep into the corner. Centering pass got knocked away nicely by Joe Schiller. And play continues out to the top of the point, and it's deflected from behind the net and off to the near side. Songstead from behind the net. Plays it to Drew Kreckelberg of Rogers, and he throws it off, and it's kept in at the point. Returned all the way around back to the near side. On his way out of the zone, Rinaldo had it pulled away. And the Spuds are to pick it up. Aaron Ryerson comes away. Songstead picks it up now on the far side and up against the wall. He plays the puck hard off the boards and in. The Spuds will change, and a glove drop to the ice by Aaron Ryerson slows play. It comes back down as the Spuds put a stick on it. Down deep into the corner, penalty coming up. And with that, it'll be a Moorhead penalty as it goes behind the net. Chapman is heading off, and before he gets into the box, the whistle stops play. And that will give Rogers a power play chance with 12 minutes to go. 4-1, Moorhead here in the third. But we'll skate shorthanded. On the season, 77% penalty kills, 52 out of 67. Played on to the corner. Run around all the way up. It gets all the way behind the net. And Chapman leaves it. Ronaldo picks it up and they head out. Rather, that was Chase Cheslock. To the far side, sent behind the net. And it comes back now to the near wall. Picked up by Stahlberger, or Grammer rather. Ryerson is the penalty victim for hooking. A long shot there that just missed wide of the post. And on the return, it comes near side. Moorhead quickly back on the ice to get their defensive positions, and the pass gets popped up into the air, and it's picked up by Carson Triggs. He slides his way backwards and heads off. Throws the puck down, and from behind the net, Hogan Sinjum plays it all the way back out along the wall. Intercepted. Carson Triggs sets up a shot. He goes hard into the net. Play will be stopped as we put the net back into place. An interception by Carson Triggs, and he went right back in on goal. He and Cade Chapman in a jumbled package right in the goal mouth. The officials are discussing if there's anything more to it than a simple play on the goal. Gavin Lindbergh with a quick word before he settles in for the draw. Moorhead still shorthanded. 50 seconds remaining on Aaron Ryerson's penalty. Drawn off to the edge and picked up by Trent Palouf. Near side, Rogers on the attack. Swiped away and thrown out by Joe Schiller. All the way back up ice with 30 seconds now remaining on the Ryerson penalty. Some forecheck action applied by Gavin Lindbergh. He's keeping the play down low before it's sent off and picked up by Odin Eliasson. Out the center, Spuds are there to pick it up as Harper Bentz dishes it away and sends it down low. Gavin Lindbergh reaching in, and he pokes it back to the corner. Time is running short on the penalty. 3 seconds to go as the Spuds pick it up, turn, shoot, blocked and saved. Just as time runs out, Spuds on a shorthanded attempt, but the game stays 4-1 Moorhead as play continues on in the near corner. Odin Eliasson is tied up. He's getting help from the backside from Dawson Jensen. Back now onto the near side, and up against the wall it's played. Joe Corton watching it in. Harper Bentz throws it up and into play, but it's knocked away and off to the side, and that stops play. And it stops the clock with 9:35 remaining. 4-1 Spuds. Back in action again Tuesday when they travel to Bemidji to take on the Lumberjacks. They've also got a road encounter 1 week from that Tuesday in Roseau. The eyes of the state of Minnesota will be on that one. Giving directions, and penalty that has been assessed was against Rogers, and so the Spuds now have the extra skater. Here's Sam Ronaldo. Fredrickson goes for cross-checking, and Moorhead will try to take advantage of the extra player. Coming to the line, it's 3-on-2. Nifty job by Harper Bentz, who scores. Oh my, what a play out at the blue line with a little shoulder duck and a slide across and up to the alley and in. Harper Bentz with his second tonight. His 28th of the season. And a power play goal for the Spuds. 7:45 time of the goal. Second tonight. Some dissatisfaction along the way on the far side. Waiting for the explanations to be handed out and given before we step out to center ice. And on the play, the Royals have it, and it's now 5-1. Moorhead with 5 unanswered goals. Harper Bentz's goal is unassisted. Off to the far side, Joe Corton taps it down deep into the corner. And play comes back to the near side and up against the wall. Return far side, and the Spuds bring it out of the zone before it's picked up and carried ahead and given away to Carson Udi of Rogers. To the near corner, and down goes Joe Grammer. Circling and cycling off to the far side. Spuds get a stick on it. Send it back up, and it's quickly returned near side for Dominic Palumbo. Moorhead picking it off and sending it back to the near wall. On its way in, deflected, recovered, sent, shot, score! A big shot and a big lift from Hogan Sinjum as he lined it up just inside the point. Time of that goal for Rogers. .9:57. After Moorhead scored, 12 seconds later, the Royals score. And it's now 5-2. Here's the scoring announcement. Matt Lohman gets the goal. His 4th of the season. Cheslock assisting, his 23rd assist. And that puts Rogers back on the board now at 5-2. Clock at the 7:21 mark. So it's Lohman from Cheslock, and it's 5-2. Play in the Moorhead zone near side of goaltender Kai Weigel. Play dropped down, back to the near side and up against the wall. All the way around, far side and out of the corner. Harper Bentz backhands it, but it got popped up into the air. Spuds are there to pick it up and bring it out to center ice. Harper Bentz got turned around. Got some help from Carson Triggs, who brings it in. Works his way up on top. Here's a turn and a look, but it's deflected back to the near side. A recovery sent back up ice. And it will be, I think, a hand pass. that brings it back into the Moorhead zone for the draw. 6:52 now showing. Both teams have had a chance to show off their skills here this afternoon and evening. And with a Moorhead advantage of 5-2, the play comes near side. Moorhead working out of the zone. Brought up. Gavin Lindbergh got slow coming in, and that will result in an offside call. Just outside the Rogers blue line. Gavin Lindbergh standing, settling in. He'll square off. Easton Dobitz. And it is sent off to the far wall and in. Recovered by Andre Swenson of Rogers into the corner. Brought it back along the near wall and out. Got turned around and as it's sent deep into the far corner. Trent Plouffe brings it back to the near side, and now he'll carry it all the way in. As he walks his way down low, turns short. He went a bad angle shot and was hoping for the deflection, but Weigel, there's a shot that hit the pipe and came back out. As the Royals were on the edge of bringing this back to a 2-goal game. And the play continues on. All the way back up, it's brought near side. A wind up and a pass in by Cheslock. All the way around to the far side where the Spuds are there to pick it up. Rink wide for Aaron Ryerson. He sends it ahead and down, and it's tied up in the corner. Joe Corton of Moorhead is tied up with Carson Melquist of Rogers, and it's poked off to the side where the Royals track it down and bring it near side. Andre Swenson turns it around up ice. Spuds get in front of the play, and it's steered off to the side by Colby Career. Backhand pass off to the far side, and the Spuds advance to the blue line and in all the way to the corner. And it's tapped up against the boards. Sticks are tied up with players and picked up as it goes down deep into the corner. Once again, we are inside of 5 minutes to play. Moorhead with a 5-2 lead and play in the near corner in the Rogers end. Looking for possession out of the corner. This scramble after it is turned all the way off to the far side. Schrader tracing it down. Slowed the play, forced the pass. It comes back to him. Schrader walking his way in. He got turned off the play and it's picked up by the Royals. But then he put a stick down and prevented the pass from clearing. And finally the Royals able to get a handle on it and turn it all the way up ice. That's icing. And the stop and play brings us to the 4:34 mark. 5-2 Moorhead. Late here in the third period. With the draw. Drawn to the point. Joe Grammer slides it along the wall. It's picked up and then recovered and steered off to the side by Chapman. Into the far corner. Spuds defense keeping a tight grip on the puck along the near wall and keeping it in the attack zone. As it comes out along the near side, Ian Ness reaching in, looking for a chance to pull it free. Ian Ness continues to battle for it along with Wyatt Tweet. And then a whistle stops play. Well, players were all tangled up. Caleb Alderson, who had just come on and getting a shift, somehow his helmet came loose, and he also has drawn the penalty. Alderson getting a 2-minute. And so the Spuds will skate shorthanded, and the face-off in the Rogers zone with 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Spuds with a 5-2 lead. Drawing it down in on goal, but tipped away. All the way to the far side. Tapped away, and it comes loose all the way in. To the far side plate. Harper Bent's there to pick it up. Rolling it down behind. The centering pass got rejected. Turn back to the near side. The Royals there to pick it up and turn and look in from up on top. Hogan Sinjum goes in with a hard shot. Odin Eliasson has also picked up a penalty. Didn't see him sitting in the penalty box. So concurrent penalties against the Spuds and the Royals, and they will continue to skate at 5-on-5. With the plate up against the wall, turned around and turned it out. It comes out all the way to center ice. Spuds track it down and quickly send it. Off the wall, played up on top. Parker Gas turns, shoots. It's blocked away, right on the pads and away. The recovery comes up on top. Joe Corton sends it in. 5-2 Moorhead. 2.5 minutes remaining. To the near side it goes and down deep into the corner as they try to hook up. Intended for Drew Kreckelberg, but it was short of him, and the Spuds were back up ice. It plays. Carson Udi sends it ahead. It comes all the way down into the corner. It plays. Lifted out of the zone by the Spuds, and they come up with it. It's 2-on-1 as Aaron Ryerson now plays settled down. 2-on-3 as they gave away some speed at the line. The Royals came in to challenge the play into the corner. From there it's lifted out of the zone, and it comes back to the Spuds. Along the near wall. Thrown down deep in the corner. Royals on a quick line change there as the Spuds try to catch him. Here's the play by Wyatt Tweet. Tipped away and out to center, played back in. Chase Cheslock catching up to it as we have 1.5 minutes. Play comes near side as it works their way out of the zone, and it's tipped off to the side by Joe Grammer. Backhand pass out to center ice, turned around and back in. Rogers has touched up on the play as the Spuds go down deep to pick it up. Outlet pass on the near side. 1:12 now left here in regulation. Down deep in the corner. Played up against the near wall, and it squirts away, and it's picked up by Chase Cheslock as he comes into the zone with 1 minute to go. The play will be whistled down as it goes into the netting. Stay tuned after tonight's game for a wrap-up and a note on some of our top players and plays of the afternoon. Spuds are on the verge of picking up their 12th win in 13 games without a loss. The reason for that is that there was one game a week ago played in War Road that ended up in a tie. To the near side. Behind the net, Dalton Songstead feeds it off. From the far side, it's lifted up and out. Here comes Cody Martinson feeding Joe Corton. He taps it towards goal, and it's lifted up and away by Cade Chapman. 40 seconds to go. To the near side. And along the wall brought in by Dominic Palumbo. Now the Spuds reach in and pull it loose and head out and head in. To the far side, Aaron Ryerson shoots hard off the glass on the near wall. And that brings us down to 20 seconds remaining as it's brought up ice by Carson Melquist. An attempt from the corner recovered by Peyton Struck of Rogers. Out to the point for Jaden Newman. Winds up to shoot, and it's blocked off to the near corner. And from there, we're watch the clock run down as the Spuds use a strong performance in the second period and hold on for the win here this afternoon in Rogers. A recap of the game when we return. Our final score, Moorhead